The Valley Where the Red Blossoms Grow, an original story by Nods and Dreams. Long ago, in a land of dust and sun, a young warrior rode with a band of riders who feared neither blade nor time. As long as they rode together and fought together, they did not age, they did not fall. They were as close to immortal as men could be. And so they rode, across deserts, through valleys, over mountains, unchanging, unyielding, until one day he saw her. She stood alone at the edge of the desert, where the wind softened and the earth began to bloom. Her eyes met his, and in that moment, something awakened within him, something untouched by battle or time. He broke from the band. He had only moments. "You are the most beautiful maiden I have ever seen," he said softly. "I would see you again, but if I do not return to my band, I will lose my immortality." She smiled, then answered without hesitation, "Then we will not steal your life. We will borrow only a day." And she gave him a path. Climb up the mountain, crawl through the snow, trek down the canyon. To the desert below, find the tree where the red blossoms grow. There I'll wait for you before the cold winds blow. I'll wait for you, my love is true. I'll wait for you, my love is true. When summer returned, he followed her words. He climbed, he crawled, he crossed the canyon, and in the desert below, he found the tree. Its branches blazed with crimson blossoms, like drops of fire against the pale sky, and she was waiting. They spent the day beneath its shade. He told her stories of distant lands, of battles, of storms, and of a life that could not end. When his stories were finished, he rested his head in her lap. She gently braided his hair, singing softly as the light began to fade. The sun drifted toward the horizon. Their day was ending. Her song followed him as he rode away, and for the first time in all his long life, he knew what it was to leave something precious behind. The next year, he returned, and the year after that. Each season, the world disappeared beneath the blossoms. One day with her became more precious than all the endless years of war. At last, he said, "I will leave them. I will choose you." She said nothing. She simply held him close, and when he rose to leave, he cut the braid from his hair and placed it gently in her hands. That year, war came harder than before. A new enemy rose across the desert and through the valleys beyond. Still he rode, still he fought. Seasons drifted past like blowing sand. At last, he broke away. He climbed the mountain, he crawled through the snow, he crossed the canyon, and in the desert below, he found the tree. But this time, she was not there. He waited beneath its branches. The wind whispered through the blossoms. "I'll wait for you," he whispered into the silence. "My love is true." One day became many. Many became years. Slowly, quietly, his immortality faded. His strength lessened. His hair turned silver. His hands grew worn. Yet still, he remained. Each year, when the blossoms returned, he lifted his voice and sang. Climb up the mountain, crawl through the snow, trek down the canyon to the desert below. One morning, after many long years, he heard the thunder of hooves. A band of riders crossed the distant horizon, swift, unchanging as the wind. Among them rode a young maiden, Her eyes were bright and strangely familiar. He rose, his heart trembling, but they did not stop. Like a memory, they disappeared into the morning light. Time carried on, until one dawn, as the first light touched the desert, he heard it, softly, faintly, a voice upon the wind. Climb up the mountain, crawl through the snow. He closed his eyes, afraid to hope. When he opened them, she stood before him, unchanged as she had always been. Tears filled his eyes. "It is you." She knelt beside him and gently touched his weathered face, as though the passing years were no more than dust upon the wind. "I climbed up the mountain," he whispered. "I crawled through the snow. I crossed the canyon to the desert below. I found the tree where the red blossoms grow, and I waited for you before the cold winds blow. I waited for you. My love is true." She smiled. "Your love is true," she whispered. "And now it is time." She helped him gently to his feet. "Come, we will climb the mountain and walk over the snow. We will pass through the canyon to the valley below. There lies a place where red blossoms grow, where no cold winds blow. There we will live forever. Our love is true." Together, they walked toward the rising sun, leaving the empty desert behind.